Now the record is on. So hope from here onwards you can able to understand the things. So take the object and switch to the feature extrude, and here long extrude. Just now we have created. Get it okay, and fill the things. Get it done. So hope we have understood now how to change the extrude. Get it copy paste. Fine then. So 3 features we have seen. Let us go for the next higher feature, how to control it. In extrude, the direction does matter and the extrude length does matter. So here the 2 features, one the angle, second there is a small vertical line, we can drag it up to more extension. So the extrude can be extended to more extension. You can change the angle and the features here. You can get it closer or far. Next, we can get this extrude done by the value also. Select the extrude and get it extend more. And the direction are all nothing to speak. You can able to get it change here also too. Hope these features are clear. Coming to the next point, take the extrude and get it down. Okay, fine. So it's not changing here. So let us see the extra features here. Extrude rotation. We can get the value just like a box. Hope it is clear. Now manually we can able to give the position. Manually you can give it position. Second, here there is value format also. Go for 0 and extrude angle only. Here you can change X, Y, and Z. Now the question comes up, whenever you are rotating something in 3D environment, what is X, what is Y, and what is Z? That is the questions to get answered. X, Y, Z is a coordinate system. Let me catch your eye by taking the paint. X. If you are rotating something in X coordinate, the object will rotate up to down. Up to down. My tablet is not working, so I'm just scribbling. Okay, now it's up and down. If an object is rotating up and down, this is called X coordinate rotation. And if the object is rotating from left to right, this is called Y coordinate rotation. Y, left to right. And if the object is rotating clockwise and anti-clockwise, then it is called Z coordinate rotation. So by default, in any software, the object will rotate clockwise and anti-clockwise only. That is Z rotation. Z rotation, CW, CCW. So now we have understood what is X, Y, and Z coordinate system means. And the same knowledge is going to help you out here. Get it refresh? Now catch on the screen. If you need the object to get rotate up and down, then X to be get move. If the object to be get rotate left to right, then this is Y. And if it is to be rotate clockwise and anti-clockwise, it is rotating, but it is not visible. It is circular. Then it is Z coordinate rotation. So hope this part is clear. By default, everything is 0. Now we have understood what is coordinate system and how to get rotate. Next, the extrude part, we can able to get the color from the subject, or we can define our own color also. Switch over here, and by default it is none in format, but yes, we can switch here. By default it takes the color from the subject, but here we can give extra colors of our choice in the extrude part. Next, we can give gradient too. By default it is solid color, we can give the gradient too. First color and second color could be taken from here. So hope we have understood now how to give the extrude, how to change the angle, how to change the length of the extrude, how to change the like colors, not only solid but also gradient. third button. Hope it is clear. Is it okay? Extrude. Next, extrude bevel. Now, what is bevel? The roundness of the extrude edge is called bevel. So the roundness of the extrude edge is called bevel. Roundness of edge. This is called extrude. In the extrude, how much you want to get bend? That is your bevel. So bevel is a word which is related to 3D extrude only. The edge roundness is technically called as bevel. Fine, here we can see this is the edge and we need it to get round. It is fake roundness. There is no actually roundness. On the same, they arrange the things in such a manner that it looks like round. Can everybody see? So the roundness comes inside the extrude only, but a little extra part will look like a bend, but nothing bend. It is flat only. It creates an illusion of bend on screen. So hope we have understood now what is extrude and where is bevel. By default, it will be off, get it on. After getting it on, then how much roundness to be done? Manually can be dragged like this or value wise, we can able to put it here. Hope bevel is clear. Now, if you don't need this extrude part, then you can able to switch on this button. So it will show only the bevel part. Hope this is done. So extrude, bevel, only bevel part. Yes, you can see it. So now we have seen the extrude is controlled by 3 different options: angle, color, and bevel. Manual dragging and professional setting on the screen. Now the next part and the final part. In the bevel, yes, we can add more lighting also. So we can put the light, first light, second light, and third light. By default, lighting system is there. It add on the value a little extra. So hope we have understood now. The extrude option in CorelDRAW does have lighting, texture of gradient, angle of coordinate system. 3 things are under your control. So it does have light system, it does have angle. Next, we can able to have texture of color. So all technical part, we are making it clear first, then we'll go for artistical part. So hope we have understood now how to apply the extrude to the object. Now, after everything is finished, yes, we can get it separate. How to segregate them? Yes, as if we have previously understood, break apart is always an option. Control K and get it separate. So Control K is a command which makes the things to get break apart. Because it is gradient, each and every part is separate. If you go for ungroup, then each and every icon can be separate out. Again, this is special part which is along with this extrude option. Yes, this also can be break apart and get it separate. So hope we have understood how to break them apart and get it separate. Break apart is always the option available and ungroup. So everything is now grouped. We can get it separate independently. Now the technical part is finished. We'll switch to the artistical part of the extrude. Take a new file. Let us take the case alphabet. Get it bold, drag up. Now, let us go for extrude. So here you can see the backdrop, but it is taking the color from the object. We don't need this. So what is to be done? Switch to the color of the choice. You can switch to any color we wish. So hope we have understood how to change the extrude color. Now the subject color can be changed. Select the subject and one button click. So hope we have understood now how does the extrude can able to help us to make the shadow on one direction. And it could be extend to more extension also. So let us drag it up to the next height. Angle is set up. Yes, we can drag to the next height. And yes, if we need to get gradient, go to the second option, third option, where you can exchange the color. Yes. Start part is black, and on the extreme edge, it could be white. So it blends inside the environment directly. So hope we have understood now how to make them to go for bigger extension. Is it clear? Extrude only. Angle could be set up. Now, this option could be added up with another box. Let it be white color and send to the back side by the ordering. And yes, it is the time now to get it extrude more. Switch to the option, go for extra, copy up and paste. So what we have seen, how to add up extra features to the subject. And if you don't need this outline, yes, give a right click on the outline option here. 1 minute. White color. Done. So let the outline to be get none. Outline could be controlled by Alt, Enter, and switch to the none button. So outline could be none also. It is required again, we can apply a thinner one. Now we are just working on the artistical part of the scene. Control C, Control V. Get it down, drag it up, and switch to this extrude, copy and paste. And send to back by control. So how to send back? Give a right click, switch to the option ordering, object, order, go to extrude. So just arranging multiple files to get a illusion of 3D. So hope we are understanding how to make a 3D presentation in CorelDRAW. Yes, at the end, if the angle to be get changed, yes, take this and get it down. You can go down more. So how to make a three-dimensional presentation of the text? It could be colorful. Two. Hope it is clear now. One of the example on the extrude. On every topic, we are switching some examples, but the task, take some logo designing and make it extrude. Any logo and extrude it up to give a 3D effect into this object. Hope this picture is clear. Let us take the next tool now. Extrude okay now? Does the extrude clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Let us go for block shadow. Block shadow, as if the name, the work is so, it creates a shadow only, but the name given block shadow, a solid shadow will be forming up where we have seen the before shadow is a lighter shadow. So let us go for block shadow. Same features, same method, just drag it up. Complete solid black extended block shadow. And yes, changing angle, changing the color, all the things are again controllable. and some more features you can find over here and check. But now we'll see where to use this. But we got to know complete shadow is solid shadow. So let us take text animation, bold. Get it white color, increase the font and go for, what is the feature? Block shadow. Now drag it up. To any extension you can go and it will be very flat shadow. Quite often we find this kind of shadows are used. And the difference between drop shadow, extrude and block shadow. This could be a question. Block shadow key, drop shadow key, extrude key differentiating. Extrude also goes in the back side, but it from a pivot point, from a perspective point. But block shadow is not having perspective. The same distance gap you can find at the edge, which is not there in extrude. Extrude may get it smaller, the size at the long end. But in block shadow, the size remains the same in the long side. So hope we have understood now how to use the block shadow. And rest of the things are the same. We can get it separate by the feature what? Already you have learned. Break it out. So this and that part becomes separate. You can change it to any color with. So hope this is quite often you'll be marking inside the market. Is it clear? The next option we have understood is block shadow. Block shadow, drop shadow, and the extrude. Three resembles the same, but it is not same. They are different. Hope it is clear now. Let's move down to the next features. So this ends your effects inside the Corel Draw. What are the ready-made effects available? That is here. And the next bunch, you can find the transparency. Already you have learned something about the transparency, but a block shadow, one of the example, making titling. Transparency is a special feature and special tool. By default, it doesn't show in neither in the menu bar nor in the palettes, nor inside the like ready-made tools available. I mean like option bar. So to get it control, they come up with a tool. But what is the major feature of this transparency? It is again of 4 to 5 type transparency are there. By default, it will be none, so it will not be in transparent. But the time we go for the first one, this is called uniform transparency. In uniform transparency, the subject will be get equally transparent in all the sides. That is called uniform transparency. What is the tool name? Transparency tool. And by default, it will be none. But the first transparency is uniform transparency, where the transparent will be equal in all the sides. Now the second transparency is fountain transparency. That means it is a gradient transparency, fountain, where one side will be complete transparent and another side will be complete visible. That is called fountain transparency. And yes, inside the fountain transparency, you can control a lot. The center point of the transparency can be start or in the end point. And here again, two features are there. Where white is there, they can see the color, but wherever black is there, that is complete transparent. So now we have understood what is the job role of the black and white. And this black or this white could be changed their intensity by making the percentage level of the black to get down or high. And the midpoint of the transparency can be controlled over here. And on the top side also, if you don't need that to be get shown, you can make it transparent. So hope we have understood now what is called fountain transparency. where you can able to give an angle to the transparency. You can give the midpoint of your transparency level, and we can able to make the transparency color to go for gray and make it semi-transparent. White complete opaque, black complete transparent, and gray semi-transparent. So how to add the point? Yes, have a double click and you can add the point. And if it doesn't require, yes, double click, it will delete it. Now we have understood how to add the nodes, how to delete the nodes. Hope this much of things are clear. Now we have seen two types of transparency. One is uniform and it is fountain. But except that, yes, we can go for next level of transparency, that is called pattern transparency. But in gradient transparent or fountain transparency, we have seen about the color and at their value. White color is complete visible, black color, complete transparency. Now let us go for the final product and the transparency with pattern transparency. So pattern are there. There are predefined patterns are there through which we are making the transparent. But what is that pattern? How it works? All these are depend on this pattern transparency. And there is option also, Alt, Enter. You can switch to the transparency, and these many transparent alternative are there. So hope we have understood now how to make a normal object, non-transparency, uniform transparency, fountain, and pattern transparency. Hope we have understood this much of thing. Is it clear about the transparency? Is it okay? The reason of asking, we can go a little high now. Technical part clear. One more feature is there inside the transparency window. What is that called? Blend window. Blending of the color can be done here. By default, it is normal. Yes, while we are working with transparency tool, we can find the blend modes here. We can switch to the blend mode and get the value to change. So add, multiply, difference, a lot of operations are there. We can go for any one. So hope we have understood now how to work with the modes. So these many modes are there, and their math is working on the backend. Subtract, difference, multiply, and all. Is it okay? Fine then. So extra two features we have added up now. Inside the transparency window, we can make it uniform transparency uniform, fountain. Fountain means gradient. I don't know why these technical terms are there, but we understand the things as gradient. Uniform, equal transparency. Then after what we have seen, transparency can be controlled by the pattern too, pattern transparency. Hope this much of things are done. Along with that, the transparency window come up with a feature that is called blend mode. So a lot of blend mode are there, and it will do magic. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let us see now on Corel how it is changing the modes and get the impact change. Subtract over white, all right, red and green mixed together. Screen. In order to see the math start here. Red plus green is equal to yellow. Hope this math already we have learned in the previous sessions. This is what the color story. Red.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, tell me. Hello. Yeah, tell me. I'm getting your voice. Please tell me.
Not visible, sir.
Screen visible hai da?
లేదు సార్.
Sorry. Does it okay now? Is it okay, everyone? Screen?
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే.
Fine. Now we are learning about the color theory. Whenever we are mixing the red and green, the middle color yellow will come up. This is called color wheel. Color wheel. Exactly the same way, if green and blue mix, then cyan will come. And blue and red mix, then magenta will come. So hope we have seen now the primary color are 3 and the secondary color are there. And this is the math which is happening inside the CorelDRAW now. Whenever we are making the green color to mix with red color, the yellow color forms. But inside the behind, white is there, it is reacting with the white, that is other issues. But if you are making a black color to be placed on the back side, then we can see the mathematics very clearly. Hope the color theory is clear now. Does it okay? And this operation can be done in transparency window. So RGB color theory and primary color, secondary color. Exactly the same way, we can mix the blue color to form the white in the middle, and cyan color and the magenta will come onto the picture. But condition apply, your backdrop should be black. If white is there, then it is mixing with the white to show the white color. So what is the blending mode we have used in Corel to make it happen? Select the object and the screen mode is used. Screen mode is a mode where you can fuse the color. So here we got to know red plus green, yellow, green plus blue, cyan, blue plus red, magenta. So hope these 3 informations are clear and the practical is on your screen. Done. Then what is the other thing we have understood? Red plus green plus blue is equal to white. And the mixing are happening by which mode? Screen mode. So everything I'm trying my level best to write, but it's your career. What you need to do, that you know clear. It is missing inside the software, get it under your control. So hope we have understood now what is called transparency tool and how does the transparency can able to help us to blend the thing together. Does it okay? But condition apply, it should be in the black environment. If it is in white, then the software, the tools understand I need to mix with the white color and it react in an abnormal way. So hope we have understood one more and its use. Screen. By default normal mode will there, but screen we have understood how it reacts. Subtraction and invert is there. So what happens if you go for invert mode? Invert mode will always take you the complement color. Complement color means red to cyan, green to magenta, and blue to yellow. This is your complement scheme, and it can be done by invert command. Invert. So let us see on the screen how does invert will work out. Take the hand tool. So to send it the other way, H is fine hand. Get it plus button and go for transparency and switch to the invert mode. So what we have seen here, it has turned to the magenta color. Which color turned into the magenta color? Let us make a duplicate and change it to normal. So hope we got to know in invert what happened. What is the theory you are learning? The practical is on your screen. What is the theory? This is green color will turn into magenta, and this has happened on your screen. Same job, same thing. Just switching to the blue, can you able to see blue turn into yellow color, and the red will turn into cyan color. So hope we got to know what is invert and how does it works. invert color, screen mode. So ఇక్కడ రెండు example is there on your screen. The first one is screen mode and the second one is your invert mode. So hope the theory and practical going together. So let me take a snapshot of it. This is what you learn now with the theory. Now practical is on your screen. Is it okay? So what is the mode we have used here? It is screen. It is invert. So to draw like this, no need to change, cut and change the color. Just change the blend modes, make the environment black, and you can see the common area turn into the next color. So hope this part we have taken a little extra on the color theory, but yes, it required, that's why I have made it open. So here the summary of what we have learned: color wheel and the position of the color, primary color and the secondary color forms from it, blend mode and the math behind the mode. And we have seen screen and invert mode instantly. Is it okay? So now we have seen the digital color wheel. How does the color mix to each other? Now again back to the screen. Transparency tool, blend mode. So what is the task now? The task of the day, start checking the other blending modes and find out how does they are differ from each other. It could be a task. And the more thing we can be able to learn because of this task. Because people are using only normal mode and getting the design done in Corel. But if you are knowing at least 10, 15 blend modes, then your design will be something else. Hope this is clear. Is it okay? The next, white color and switch to the blend mode in the transparency window. Your difference. It is again a beautiful option. Difference color mode. Have just a click and drag it like this and give a right click. So once more, select, have a copy of it and get it to go for 90 degrees. So what is the blend mode? Difference blend mode. What is this blend mode? Invert blend mode. What is the blend mode? Screen blend mode. Select the objects, get a duplicate, turn into 45 degrees. Within fraction of second, your design is done because you are good in blend mode. You can use this in a magnifying way. Plus, we have done before 45 degrees, now 45 divided by 2. So hope we have seen now how does the blend mode can able to help us to make a spiral design or a radial design. The option Ardhamainda, does it clear? Select plus now 45 divided by 4. Optical illusion can be created by the blending modes. Hope this part is known. I'm very slow, but output has to come up. And the next mode we have learned is difference mode. Once again, difference. So what happened inside the difference mode? A white minus white turn into black. But it is not only the white color we'll be using always, it may be any color. Then what is the math inside the difference mode? In the difference mode, the present value RGB will be compared with the screen value RGB. And what is the difference that will come into the screen? That difference will come here. So it will happen in all the channels together. So let us see if a red color is there and we go to the difference, then what will happen? So let us take an example, because this theory part done, but practically if a red color is there and we are going to switch it into the difference mode in the white background, then complement color come onto the screen. So you can see now red will turn into cyan color. So hope we have understood now. The complement color comes immediately. If cyan is there, then red will form up. Now the next conclusion on your screen. It create complement color. It create difference mode, create complement color. Hope it is done. It's okay. Difference mode అర్థమైందా? So I'm just making it to go in a bigger way. By default, normal. We have learned now screen. Then we got to know invert. Then we have understood difference. For blending mode, transparency options, everything is there inside the transparency tool. Fine, then it is not only the things of learning, a lot are there. Check each and every blend mode and find out what is the difference. Hope it is done. Now we'll move the next topic. Eyedropper and attributed dropper is the information picker only, but the tool we'll be learning here, interactive fill and smart filler. This is two are more important. Let us go for interactive fill. Interactive. Okay. And that is smart filler. So we'll be talking about the smart filler soon after interactive fill. So let us start working with a solid. Now, if we are working with interactive, then it is a gradient. Transparency is different and gradient is different. In transparency, you can able to see the behind color, but in your interactive, we cannot able to see behind color. Select this, you can see we cannot able to see behind information, but both of them looks the same if you are going for the transparency with second one. This is fountain transparency. So almost it looks the same, but it is not the same. Hope to understand this. I've taken this into example, but now we have understood what is the difference between fountain transparency and interactive tool. Interactive is a complete gradient based tool where you can able to change the color, add the color, remove the color, change the position of the color. So here there are few predefined set of colors are there. So maybe it's, so we can see how to add extra colors. Once again, more. Switch to the base color, anything, and take the transparent, like interactive tool, and drag it up. And here we can change the color and the direction and the transparency level of the color. Fine. But where to use this? Let us make the stroke to turn into none. We know how to do this by Alt Enter, switch to the transparency and get it go for none. Select the object and have a duplicate on it. Get the lock on and make it smaller. Now the beauty is here. Take the transparency tool that is called interactive filler and change the direction. So you can start finding a depth on the screen. Do the same job repeatedly. And get it into flat color now. How to make it flat? Go to the filler, flat, and change the color. So hope we have understood now how to use the transparency tool and the interactive filler to get a depth on the screen. Once again more, select it, get copy paste, down it, change the direction by the interactive filler. So hope the dial design and all things can be done in this way. We're just changing the direction and the spreadness. It could be any color. So we have just started with one color, but it could be any color. So hope we have understood now how to spread the color and how to change the position of the color. Now get it down one step by the order option. One step down, find the center point. So hope we have understood now how to create a 3D depth thing on the skin. Get it plus here, rectangle, rounded rectangle, and yes, then rise the roundness and fill the gradient or flat color. Now I'm taking. Get it behind, get a duplicate, and give a right click. So plus, so hook plus, just it could be more artistic. Just I'm taking a lighter plus, get it this side also. Get it more. So hope we have understood now how to generate a three-dimensional structure with the help of a gradient. And all these chains could be of gradient also. You can pick the information from here by the help of your color picker or the attributes. So hope we can understand how to take the attributes and fill it up. So to generate the depth on the skin, yes, you can try this. Fine then. We have done with what is the operation? Interactive filler. Hope we have understood this. It's not a new option. We have already learned that in the filler box by Alt and Enter, but there is a tool which is controlling that angle and all that. Here also you can control, and here also you can control. You can change the color and all profile here also. So you can add some color more. So hope we have understood how to add the shininess to the subject. Now we have seen the gradient can be filled either by the tool or by the properties. The rest of the design could be added up. So hope this part is clear. Now we'll be moving to the next higher part, smart filler. Very interesting option. Hope the example of the interactive filler is done. We'll now move to the smart filler. It makes the job much more faster to fill the color in an open space. Let us understand in a very simplified way. If we need to fill a color here, it's very difficult now because it is not a closed shape. It is an open shape, but it looks like closed shape. At that point, we can use this smart filler. Take the smart fill, just have a click. So easy. It fill the color inside the open space, like this feel like a closed shape, but it is an open shape, which is bounding back by other tools. So now we have understood how to fill a color inside a fill created by the open shapes. So we have understood the fundamental here. Let us go a artistical approach. Make a circle, draw few lines, then switch to the which tool? Smart filler. 1, 2, 3 over. Now rest of the things we can bring it out and we can change the color as per our requirement. So hope we have understood now how to use this smart filler. It fill the color inside the closed shape created by the open shapes. Get it down. Press it over here. Smart filler, okay. So let us see a complex design. Like cloth design and foldings are very complex. So if we need to fill a color inside this zone, then it is very difficult. So at that point, we can use this smart filler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then after, yes, this line doesn't require, we can able to delete this. It gives you full freedom to handle each and every part separately. Then yes, we can add our own color to the relevant topics. What is done? So what we have understood now, how to make a cloth-like structure by the freehand drawing and filling the color in it. Smart filler. Now the last one is mesh. Take a new file, mesh tool. Just drag a circle, switch to the mesh M. Now select the point and go over here. Select this point and click over here. Select the point and click here. So hope we have understood now how to fill multicolor to an object. What we are finding here, it is also a mixing of the color and gradient is also a mixing of the color. But the difference is gradient just have a single pattern. But inside the mesh tool, we can able to create our own click point and there we can fill the color. So here also we can change the color. How many points are there? At that point, we can fill the color. Now, technical information is over. After the filling, yes, you can able to shift the position of the colors, just like a nodes. Except that, we can create some more. Let us see the practical use of the mesh tool. Make the first shape. So I'm just trying to create some basic shape first. Add some point and get it adjusted. So we have tried to take a basic shape first. So how to convert a 2D object into 3D object? What is the tool we are using? Mesh tool. Get the base color and take the mesh and click or move the light from here and get the color a little down. So we can switch to this and take the slider, or else I can use Alt and Enter button. And here we can find the colors. Okay, fine. So we don't find here. We can pick that color and nearby color a little. Just I'm taking some white color now for the timing, but yes, we can change the nearby color to reddish and get it here from the yellows. So hope we can see what is happening on the screen, how to make the 2D object to turn into 3D object. Alt enter. Switch to this, get it none. Often you find in the malls, they make the vegetables to run in front of the camera in the like your television. But if a real vegetable will move in front of the camera, it will blur up, like pixelate up. But here they will make the movement to very extreme close up. Still the quality remains the same. And it is because of the mesh tool. So the task of the day, make some vegetables with the help of mesh tool. Get a 3D object with the help of your gradient tool or fountain tool. So hope this is clear, and you can add up extra features, leaves and all things. That is separate part. That's it for the day. We'll meet up in the next session with the higher options. Does it okay? Any question you can ask me now. Anything is there? Will I end? Fine then. So the task is clear. We have asked 2 to 3 things to get it done, but we have learned a lot of options today. What are those? Extrude, block shadow, transparency tool, interactive filler, smart filler, mesh filler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tools at a stretch. So make a good note of it, and we'll meet in the next session with again higher options. Fine for the day.